So this is a overview of how I plan to use my Hobonichi Cousin for 2021. So in the front, I just have some stickers. These two are from Virgo and Paper, and then some of these Disney stickers are from the Happy Planner Disney collaboration sticker book. And then in the clear cover pocket, I just have the sticker cover or the sticker sheets that I'm using for the month, as well as a stencil that I like to use just as a straight edge. This cover, by the way, is the Midori A5 clear cover. The first page that we have here is the overview for 2021 and 2022, and because I am an educator, I like to put in our holidays that we have. I just highlighted in pink so that it kind of matches the color scheme that we have, as well as some vacations for this school year and then into the following school year. The next page that we have is the year at a glance overview. So you'll see that there's some space here and some top 3 sections and some highlights down here. And both of these kits that I have are from Virgo Paper again. And I'm not too sure how I plan to use this, if I want to use this as like a highlight of the day overview, or if this is going to be like a habit tracker. I do know in the bottom section though, these are going to be for like a record of the last time that I ... So I already have in my toothbrush heads that I put in here, so I do that every quarter. And then at the end of every month, I'll also just record any things that I need or want to make sure that I remember, so that I can track how long things last me. So for example, if I want to put like dish soap, I can put in like the date and then dish soap for when we start a new bottle, so then that way I can see how long it'll last me for. The next month that I have, or the next section I should say, so the next section that we have is the monthly overviews. This is going to be a functional plan as well as a memory plan. So I'll put in like the highlight of the days here, as well as any holidays or appointments that I have. In my sidebar, let's do one. So my sidebar here, this is where I track my monthly habits. So things like staying hydrated, reading, doing my devotional, it'll all go here. And then down in this section here, I will also put down orders that I am waiting on. Next up, we have the weekly spread. Again, not showing you setups that I've already used because there's a lot of personal information in there, because I'm an educator, so there's a lot of meetings and just student info that I need to just track and monitor. So in this section here, I will mark down appointments that I have, as well as my daily to-dos, and just kind of like a checklist. At the bottom here, since I'm not doing anything and like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I section this part off as my meal tracker, so I can map out my breakfast, lunch, and dinners and just see what it is that I need to cook and prep for. Down here, this will just be my to-do list, as well as like my fitness tracker and my reading tracker, just so that I can see what books I'm reading and how much activity I'm doing on my fitness bike. So I'll monitor like my distance as well as the intensity of my bike rides. So again, in here though, I will just make a mark and highlight any appointments that I have and things that I have to do, and then do my checklist. So for the next section, I have, this is the page for right after the weekly spreads, all the weekly spreads. And this is where I have my 2021 goals. So I just sectioned it off into 4 sections and then put in what I'm going to do to like be accomplished in these goals. So prior to this, my goals were very like extravagant, and then 2020 came along and I realized, you know, maybe I should just focus on things that I personally have control over. So for example, like working out 3 times a week, I can choose to do that no matter what, and there's nothing outside of my personal choices that can affect me doing that. So I try to keep this very focused on things that I personally have control over and things that I can do, that is not affected by, you know, world events or outside people. And then on this page that I have covered up, I just have some health related tracking that I want to monitor things for, you know, just like digestions and, you know, headaches and things like that, that I just want to track and monitor and just be aware of, so that I can have a record of when certain things are affecting me. So in this next section here is like the cover page of every month, and this is where I have my January goals. So I will take some of these goals here and I just figure out which ones I'm really going to focus on for that month. So here I have the book that I want to read this month, and I just want to focus on my devotionals, my journaling, and my stretches. And now I'm going to just turn to like a random page. So this section here is mainly for my daily journaling. So I read a devotional every day or every morning, try to, and I will just write down key points that stand out to me from the devotional up top, and then I'll use the rest of the bottom of the page to just journal some thoughts that I have or feelings that I have, things that I'm worried about, things that I'm excited for. Just kind of whatever comes to mind. I don't focus on doing a really good job with my writing or my grammar. It's really just like a free flow of thoughts and ideas. And then I'll also put in like my collections pages here as well. So things that I want to remember, wish lists, meetings that I have, I'll just put it on the page that it's for that day. So for example, if I have a meeting on May 29th, I'll put the notes down on this page. And then on the back side, there's some empty pages here. And then I just have an index. So this is where I will write down on that date. I can just document like what the meeting notes are and things like that. So if I ever want to go back to it, be like, oh, what was I want to add something to my wish list, I can turn to January 24th and find my wish list there and add the items there. So, and then the last page, of course, is the pen test page. So I just used the pens that I have. These are some like Fude no Suke, some Tombow brush pens, some mild liners, and I just wrote with them so I could see what they look like. And yeah, so for right now, that is how I am planning to use my Hobonichi Cousin for this year. It will honestly probably morph a lot as the year goes on and things change, but for right now, this is the system that works for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video.